Who the fuck is ready to start with some goddamn cooking? Cause I know I fucking am! Hello my lovers, I'm Ray and welcome back to Fanfiction Monday. Today I actually got a Shokugeki no Soma, that's supposed to be a Yandere one-shot ex-reader, but they only have one character, and my god, this is, hello? I feel like the author kind of took the yandere aspect of it and then just turned it into psychopath, because look, I'll let you know a secret. I've already read this entire thing, but it was so amazing is the only way I can describe this that I had to just show you guys. So I am excited for this. Alright, like, I don't think you've noticed, but I low-key like yandere stories. Not because I like yanderes, the complete opposite. I do not like yanderes because I don't feel like having to fear for my life around my love interests. It's just more of, I like when people go with this shit, because sometimes they go super extreme, like literally murdering everybody and like kidnapping you, and sometimes it's just low-key like stalking, and it's just like, what wild adventure am I going on today? And, well, I guess you guys will have to find out for yourself. So the yandere that we have today is Takumi Aldini, and it's gonna be a good time. Let's get the fuck right into this. Chapter 1. Takumi Aldini. I'll take care of you. Reader's point of view. Could you pass the chocolate to me, please? Grumpily, Takumi snatched the chocolate from the counter and tossed it to me. Quickly, I catched the chocolate bar and shot a death glare to my childish boyfriend. Takumi and I have been in a relationship for almost 8 months. Ever since he transferred into Tsuki Junior High, I immediately recognized him as my love interest. You could say it was love at first sight, but truth to be told, I didn't start the relationship. He did. He confessed to me right after the hellish training camp. Little did I know that Takumi had been crushing on me the first time we met back in 8th grade. In the past 7 months of my relationship with Takumi, he had been annoyingly possessive. He would scold me not to go near any boys, ever. Especially near the transfer student, Yukihira Soma. I don't know what's the deal, but it's irritating me. Valentine's Day just passed a few days ago. Some of my friends in Polar Star dorm gave me chocolates, and I felt guilty for not giving them in return. So I decided to give everyone in there chocolate cookies made by me. But, of course, Takumi didn't take that news pretty well. Why would you do this anyways? He scowled. It's not like they wanted anything from you in return. Oh, come on, Takumi. I rolled my eyes at him as I hastily chopped the chocolate bar into tiny pieces. What's wrong with being kind to your friends? Kindness is not a sin. He gritted his teeth. It's not the point, Yuki. I mean, there are boys in Polar Star dorm, you know? They could have fallen for you, especially at Yukihira Soma. Sure, you're right, I replied sarcastically. I'm serious, he deadpanned. For all I know, a girl might actually want gay for you. But you know, maybe I want to have a girl fall for me, alright? Maybe I want that one really cute straight girl to turn gay for me. Who knows, fam? You don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. You can't tell me I love my life. It was hard not to snort that one. I placed my knife and chocolate bar at the counter and chuckled. Takumi, you idiot. You know you're my only one. He caressed my cheek with his eyes full of concern, locked on my hazel eyes. His hand moved to my cheek to the strands of my black hair, playfully twirling the strands into his long fingers. He whispered, I don't want to lose you, Yuki. Smiling, I gently took his hand and gazed at him reassuringly. For a brief moment, his eyes lightened up before fading back to the dark. Takumi, I squeezed his hand softly. You should learn to trust me more. Trust is important in a relationship, you know? He clicked his tongue. Taking that as an approval, I slowly let go of his hand and continued to chop the chocolate bar. Fuck that was part 1. And you know, maybe reading this thinking, why did Ray want to show us this badly? Don't worry, my lovelies. Don't worry, alright? Auntie Ray is going to treat you well, and Auntie Ray is going to give you a roller coaster. In the next chapter, let go. Alright, and this is chapter 2. It has no different name, so I'm just gonna skip all that bullshit. Yuki-chan, you shouldn't have. Regardless of the bashful, rejecting face, I smiled and shoved my small bag of cookies to my friend Megumi. She opened her mouth to object, but I immediately covered her mouth and insisted to. She finally agrees and shyly confesses her thanks. So where are the others? Oh, they're in Marui-san's room right now. She smiled and gestured me to follow her. I nodded and followed behind her while sparing a glance to Takumi behind me. His eyes are still as blank as yesterday, and I can't help but to feel guilty about it. By the way, Takumi-san, where's Asami-san? Megumi looked at Takumi. Noticing his unstable state and death glare, she gasped in fear and immediately looked away. While she muttered a few apologies under her breath, I glared at Takumi. I told him to be nice. He's sick. His reply turned out to be a cold, venomous hiss, scaring Megumi. I could see Megumi's fingers shiver as her whole body shivered. I didn't glare at Takumi again, but I just sighed. As we walked, the air was filled with tension and awkwardness, and it must be making Megumi uncomfortable. Anyways, where's Fumio-san? I asked in an attempt to ease her heart. Fumio-san's in the kitchen with Soma-kun. I could literally hear Takumi twitch at the red-haired boy. We could hear loud voices of various people shouting in a few rooms ahead of us, mostly boys. As we reached the room, many interesting sights were to be sighted, and it was lively as usual. Aoki-san and Sato-san were picking a fight about their cooking skills, and Marui-san is attempting to stop them, resulting in his face to get accidentally punched by Sato-san. Yuki and Ryuko are busy laughing randomly at Ishiki-senpai's pink Kuma bear apron, but nothing underneath, of course. Ibuzaki-san stayed in on the couch reading a book like a loner. I completely forgot that there was a character named Yuki in this anime. Well, now there's 2 Yukis. Fuck you can't tell me I live my life. Yuki's my weebish name, so it's gonna stay my weebish name, cause fuck you. Also, Kuma bear apron. Are you sure you just didn't mean bear apron? Because I'm pretty sure Kuma also means bear. You literally just said pink bear apron. Like, I'm 95% sure that's what you just said. Author-chan, look. Alright. I actually don't know where I was going with that. Yuki noticed me first and exclaimed. Giggling, I handed each person one bag of cookies. They'll have different interesting reactions. Aoki-san and Sato-san are fighting over who's more grateful for my cookies, and Ryuko gently thanked me generously. Marui-san shyly thanked my kindness while Yuki literally screamed her gratitude to me. Ibusaki-san mumbled his thanks. Ishiki-senpai, you got one too, I beamed cheerfully. Ah, thank you so much, Sonozaki-chan! He grinned and took the bag. You're too kind! It wasn't much, really, I replied shyly. That's when I got cold chills down my spine. When my eyes located Takumi, he was almost like a demon. Cold, dark aura surrounding his body as he glared at me. Or, to be more precise, at the current 7th seat of the Elite 10, Ishiki-senpai. Just as Ishiki-senpai noticed Takumi's death glare, I immediately thought of an excuse. Which isn't actually an excuse. Oh! I spun my heels right to still shivering Megumi and smiled nervously. By the way, where's the kitchen? I'll lead you. She paused and glanced at Takumi. And Takumi-san. We received strange stares from everyone in the room. I gulped and pulled Megumi and Takumi out of the room. Apparently there's too many tension and awkwardness in the room due to Takumi's irritating glares. I internally sighed. When we're going home, I'll definitely scold that guy. We were about to get in the kitchen when suddenly Yukihira-san's head popped out the kitchen. He grinned. Torakota, perfect timing! He exclaimed. I'm just finishing up! His eyes shifted to mine and Takumi's, his grin even wider, and he insisted us to go in too. I'm not sure if he noticed Takumi's bad mood or not, but he acted as if nothing's wrong. Takumi kept silent and followed me in. 9 times out of 10, he probably didn't notice because this is fucking Yukihira, alright? He doesn't notice jack shit, alright? I'm pretty sure his only strength and the reason why he's such a good cook is because he doesn't know when to quit. He's just like, determination of this motherfucker. That's like literally his character is just determination. Like, you see Frisk from Undertale? Take that and times it by 20 and there's Yukihira-san. Like, determination. Fumio-san was sitting near the kitchen counter while eating something that I assumed was Yukihira-san's dish. I greeted her first before she noticed me and Takumi. She smiled a little at me and greeted me back. Sadly, it vanished right after she saw Takumi's face. She didn't have the look of fear, it was rather a look of disbelief. Fumio-san, Yukihira-san, I have a gift for both of you! I exclaimed and happily handed them the 2 last bags of cookies. Ah, thank you, Yuki, Fumio-san said, eyes still locked on Takumi. Okay, I just want to point this out really fast. Every other time they have san, it's italicized, except for that one, and that's gonna, like, bother me now for the rest of the story. Why is that one san not italicized? Everything else is, but that one is not. Fam, why? This is gonna bother me. It's not why? While both of them were staring at each other with unexplainable faces, Yukihira-san is busy reacting on my gift. He thanked me and tossed one of the cookies in his mouth, chewing it loudly. As he swallowed it, he grinned. Woo, it's really delicious, he exclaimed loudly. You're real crack. I observed the kitchen. Everyone was making the same expression as I do. A taken back blank face. All except Takumi, who seemed to be much, much worse. His hand are firmly gripping on the counter. It seemed a little bit cracked, and I'm certain I never saw that crack before. Which means, oi, he deadpanned. Yukihira Soma, just what did you think you're doing? Nobody spoke. Eh? Yukihira-san densely voiced. What? Don't play dumb with me. Takumi walked to me and held my wrist firmly. You were trying to flirt with Yuki just now. The kitchen started to get a little tense. Taking him a little serious, Yukihira-san narrowed his eyes and glared back. Fumio-san, Megumi, and I just stared at them, creeped out. Still silent, Takumi moved to the counter. He was fumbling with some kitchen tools, and I assumed he was searching for something. When he froze, seemed to found something, he muttered, Yuki, I wanted to do this for a long time. Then he pulled his hand. A knife. We don't know what to say or do. All of us just stood there motionlessly, waiting for Takumi to speak up. I don't know why we're still standing silently, despite the knife on Takumi's hand and terrifying expression. If Takumi was a stranger, we would have reacted differently. Yukihira-san took the first move by shifting his body position more cautiously. Takumi, Yukihira-san voiced out. What are you? He didn't answer. Swiftly, he walked to me, his bangs covering half his face. The more he walked, the more I felt uncomfortable. He immediately pushed me to the kitchen counter, which earned several gasps. I wanted to question him, but the answer suddenly came through his action. He roughly grabbed my right hand and slammed the knife on my pinky finger, fastly. Gah! I cried out in pain. My eyes were focused on Takumi's dark eyes, but I could see everyone's shocked face from the corner of my sight. Instead of finally speaking up, he continued to cut my ring finger. It hurt so much. I had a hard time locking away my tears and louder screams. But the scarier fact is how I can't feel two of my fingers anymore, and that frightened me. My right hand is my dominant hand. How can I cook, write, or do most things with only 3 fingers? What the heck is he doing? I thought everyone was just going to watch, but Yukihira-san reacted before he managed to do more. He pulled Takumi away from me and punched his face full of rage, and it was stated more clearly when he voiced it out loudly. Takumi, what is wrong with you? He raged. Why are you hurting your girlfriend? I'm not hurting her, Takumi seethed. I'm trying to help her. Help my ass! Taken over by wrath, Takumi dashed to Yukihira-san, attempting to stab him. I don't know what's gotten into Takumi, but I wouldn't let him hurt someone else. I lunged between them and pushed him. As I pushed his body, I noticed my 2 fingers and bloody hand. But I also noticed that Takumi didn't cut my whole finger. It terrifies me, but I brushed the thought off my mind immediately. My blood was printed on Takumi's shirt. What is that? What do I put there? Just gasp. Like, I can make that noise in my head, and like when I see that, I'm like, oh, I know what that expression is, but I don't know how to say it. Just, maybe? Fuck, I don't know. Fumio-san finally takes action, stood protectively in front of me. What is the meaning of all this, Aldini Takumi? I'm freeing Yuki, Takumi retorted. She's been holding in her pain all this time. Now she's free. She doesn't have to suffer or cook anymore. I gasped. Tears slowly formed in my eyes as I bit my lip to hold the burning pain in my hand and heart. He's forcing me to stop cooking? He's taking away my dreams to be a great chef? He didn't think of my feelings at all. Hot tears flowed down my cheeks. So my hard work for the past 10 years is a waste? I've been through so many obstacles and met many amazing friends. And then there's Takumi. Before we started dating, he's my #1 motivator. What changed Takumi to do this to me? How could he do this to me? Did he ever love me? My tears flowed faster and was followed by loud sobs and even hiccups. Shh, shh. Don't cry, Yuki. He gently caressed my puffy cheeks and softly whispered on my ears. Everything is going to be alright. I couldn't stop. My tears, shivers, sobs, everything. But what's worse is the fact that I'm accepting Takumi's arms because I knew clearly that I should have run already. Maybe because I love him too much to let go. But more importantly, how did I ever fall for him in the first place? Falling for him might possibly be the worst mistake I've ever done. I cried harder. Takumi kissed my forehead and whispered soothing fake reassurances of my safety. Am I even considered safe anymore? Even my hand doesn't feel like stinging anymore. My heart took the sting. Takumi tried sewing my fingers back a few moments ago, but it only brings me more pain and fear. I tried to push myself out of Takumi's grasp and glanced at the whole room. It was rather quiet in this usually lively dorm. Well, ever since Takumi brutally murdered everyone in the dorm. Puddles of blood and broken things are scattered everywhere, and Takumi already disposed all the corpses somewhere else. At first I couldn't control myself and threw a horrible tantrum. I even tried to kill him mindlessly, and before I even realized it, Takumi tied me up on a chair and intentionally gave me small cuts around my body. When my fearful gaze locked with his soulless eyes, I knew that I was going to lose my freedom in a few moments. Takumi lifted my chins up and kissed me without my knowledge. I could only let my tears flow on my cheeks as I let him kiss me even more. As our lips parted, he whispered once again, "It's okay, Yuki." He smiled mischievously. "From now on, I'll take care of you." And that is the fucking end of it, because Jesus fucking Christ, it was like, okay, you know, chill, chill, chill. Suddenly just death. Fucking everyone's just dead now for fuck, I don't know why. Like, what the ever-living fuck just happened? Like, there's no explanation. He's just like, you know, he tried to cut my fingers off. He didn't succeed on cutting them off altogether, but he tried to cut them off, and then he just murdered everyone. Just, you know, 0 to 100 right there. Oh my god. I just found that really amusing for some reason. I don't know why. I just did. Also, I just want to say that the author at the very end also was like, I was super confused on what to write at the end of this part. And I'm just like, same. I am also confused about what the fuck happened, because what the fuck happened? But that's why I love yandere stories, because either, you know, like, low-key kind of like, oh, you know, just stalking, like, you know, that there's a progression, or it's just 0 to 100. There's no in between when it comes to yandere stories, unless they're really good. But yeah, so that was, literally just Yandere X Reader one-shots. There was no other title. I'll be putting link in the description if you want to read it for yourself. I don't think that the author has actually written anymore. It said it was updated for some reason, but I don't think so. I'm not gonna go check, so, you know. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, recommend me stories, whether it's the actual fan fiction or the fandom. I'm always looking for suggestions. Don't forget to check out the story in the description down below if you want to. Who knows? Maybe they will update this, or maybe you just want to see for yourself and find other things that are very tilting, like spelling-wise, or with the fucking italicized. That still bothers me so fucking much. But, you know, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you I live your life, fam. But I will tell you to stay mythical. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, my lovelies.